Hello and welcome to today's video. First of all, I am really sorry that I have not posted since a very long time because I got transferred and now the workload is almost twice as it was before. So that's the reason. Now, anyways, let us jump into today's video. So today we will be talking about language paper 1 and paper 2. So the very first thing is to open the syllabus. Here it is. There are two papers, 100 marks each. Paper 1 comprises of only English, and then paper 2, there are two sections. In section 1, which is compulsory for all, English composition, and section 2 comprises of three optional parts, that is Bengali, Kokborak and alternative English. So basically this is the syllabus. This is the composition of both the papers. Now let's come to paper 1 first and go through the syllabus briefly. In paper 1, there are three portions. One is you have to write one English essay. No, not one. Actually, you have to write two English essays, 20 marks each. And then the second portion is report writing, and third, pre-C writing. Okay. Then in paper 2, as I have said earlier, section 1 is compulsory. It comprises of passage and few grammatical portion. So there's one passage of 12 marks, then article preposition, transformation of sentences, correction of error, synonym, antonym, and then lastly official letter writing. Okay, so this is for 50 marks, and then you have to choose between these three, that is Bengali, Kokborak and alternative English. So in my case it was Bengali, and you have to choose it during your time for form fill up. During the time for form fill up. So this is also for 50 marks. In Bengali there are four portions. প্রবন্ধ রচনা যে কোনো একটা, তিনটার মধ্যে একটা, প্রতিবেদন রচনা যে কোনো দুটির মধ্যে একটি, এবং শীর্ষনাম সহ সারসংক্ষেপ এবং ইংরেজি থেকে বাংলায় অনুবাদ. Then Kokborak composition and translation, if you want you can go for it, and then alternative English. So this is the syllabus for paper 2. Now many of you have this confusion in your mind that what to choose between these three portions, right? So I would suggest that if you are good with English, comfortable with English, then go for alternative English, because because of the marks distribution, you see 5 into 2, 5 plus 5, 5 plus 5, 15, and 5 into 1. And in Bengali portion, see 20, 10, 2 plus 8 and 10. So you can easily comprehend that scoring would be much easier here in alternative English. During my time, I was not very clear about the syllabus. I was not very sure, so I chose Bengali. So anyways, you can choose anything you want. I don't think the marks would vary much. Okay, now that our syllabus portion is, now that we have understood the syllabus, let's jump into how to prepare portion. Okay, so how to start your preparations, right, for these two papers. Now let me show you my strategy. Okay. So what I did was I chose different sectors, very few sectors. I chose few sectors like health, education, research and development, space science, agriculture, tourism, handloom and handicraft industry of Tripura, poverty, neighborhood relation, global warming, climate change, mob lynching, India's nuclear power or nuclear disarmament, judiciary, science and technology in everyday life, freedom of speech, capital punishment, terrorism, human development, privacy, surveillance, cyber security, corruption, civil service or bureaucracy, urbanization, both state and central level, globalization, yoga in India, or Westerners' attraction to yoga, International Yoga Day, promotion of yoga, Fit India, basically all things related to yoga. Then renewable energy and India, Swachhata Hi Seva, India and women empowerment, Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, Section 377, decriminalization of homosexuality, Startup India, Stand Up India, and manual scavenging, 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, NRC. So these are few of the topics which I, picked up from. These are broad topics actually, which I picked up from the current affairs. That is the news that was going on at that time. So first I picked up these broad topics, and then I started collecting information about this, each of the topics. Okay, information, I mean facts and figures. Let's say, for example, India and women empowerment. Okay, the 27th topic. Okay, now what I did was, women empowerment. So what could come from women empowerment? I mean, if an essay comes on women empowerment, what would be the topics or the points that I would write? Okay, so I wrote some of the schemes that are there, like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, One Stop Center, Women Helpline and Working Women Hostel, Sudhar Gray, Skill Development for Women, Mahila Shakti Kendra, बेटी आपकी धन लक्ष्मी और विजय लक्ष्मी, बदलाव scheme, gender budgeting. So these were few of the schemes that were in news that time. And then I collected few of the acts which are based on women empowerment. So like Dowry Prohibition Act, Immoral Trafficking Prevention Act, Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act, that is PCP and DT Act, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act, Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act, then Tripura Commission for Women's Act, State Mission Authority and State Resource Center for Women in Tripura, then Child Marriage Prohibition Act, etc. So I, collected these schemes and acts, and then from online I read about these things. Okay, I did not make any separate notes for each of the topics, each of the points. Okay, now what I did next was I collected few catchy phrases or lines or quotes which I can use in my essays, or maybe in the pre-C writing, or letter writing portion. Like government's commitment to helping set up 50,000 startup by 2024. The PM coined a new slogan. What is that? Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, but also at the same time Jai Anusandhan, or victory of research. Okay, then सबसे बड़ा धन, बेटी जल और वन, मेक इन इंडिया, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, मिनिमम गवर्नमेंट मैक्सिमम गवर्नेंस, यस वी कैन, पहले शौचालय फिर देवालय, सबका साथ सबका विकास. So these are the few catchy phrases which I can use as my main point or main heading of the essay. Then what I did was I went for few subheadings like brother in arms, promise or peril, towards a brighter future, a tumultuous journey, the journey so far, a double-edged sword, two sides of the same coin, silver lining and cloud, and etc. etc. Okay, so like service to man is service to God. This is a quotation by Swami Vivekananda ji. Like M.K. Gandhi's this quote: I do not expect India of my dreams to develop one religion, that is to be wholly Hindu or wholly Christian or wholly Muslim, but I want it to be wholly tolerant with its religion working side by side with one another. So this is a general quotation, right? I can use it in many topics. I can use it. So this is an outline of how I prepared. I did not prepare, you know, topic by topic. I did not prepare, and it is not possible also to prepare every topic, each and every topic. So I simply went for broad topics, collected few quotes and headings and subheadings and facts and figures. That's it. And I memorized all these things. Okay, like let's go for another example, like health. Okay, health sector. So yeah, these were the statistics for health. Public expenditure on health, 1.4% of GDP. Then health research expenditure, 1% of the total expenditure on health. So if anything comes from health, I can use these things. I can use these statistics and figures I can use. Like IMR is 33 in 1,000. MMR is 130 per 10,000 live birds. World Hunger Report by Wealth Hunger Hilfe and Concerned Worldwide. India's rank is 1/3, not 1/3, 103rd. That is 103rd out of 119. So these were few of the statistics, few of the figures that I collected from health. What are the problems in health sector, government initiative, that is different schemes like PMMBY, Mission Indradhanush, then Ayushman Bharat, and then finally a few things for way ahead, that is the conclusion portion, and a few quotes also, like Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarveshan Santu Niramaya, may all be happy, may all be healthy. So from, I think it's from Gita. So then next, education, literacy rate, gross enrollment ratio, expenditure as from the budget, then annual status of education report, what are the ranks and what are the percentages of each of the parameters, few things for introduction, then evolution of education in India, current situation, few things related to Tripura, then government effort for tackling these issues, that is different schemes, more solutions, and then finally way forward. So guys, that's it. This is the strategy. This was the strategy that I took for preparing. Like let's go for one report writing. It's a pretty big PDF that I made for you guys. For PC writing, I don't I don't know how to explain these things to you, but for PC writing, it has to be written in your own words. No copying of the given text, should be logically ordered, always written in third person. Yeah, no additional information to be added. What is being given, you just have to brief it. You just have to summarize it, okay, in your own words. This is about PC writing. And for report writing, first you have to write the name of the topic, and then place, date, then you have to frame it in few paragraphs. First para, glimpses of the topic, 3-4 lines, like an introduction in essay, right? Then second para, issue related to the topic, why. It should address the why portion, okay? Then third is impact, and then fourth, few government initiatives or maybe solution, okay? Don't give any conclusion and opinion in your report. Okay. So actually I am reading it after a long time. I am also reading my own notes, so I'm also understanding what I did at that period, at that time during my preparation. So let's go for one. Yeah, here's one report writing. Pulwama terror attack. So you have to write a report. Maybe in any, report writing is basically you are writing as a reporter. Okay, as a reporter you are writing in newspaper. So XYZ correspondent, New Delhi, date, then few paragraphs, first para, second para, third para, then fourth para. There should not be any conclusion or your own opinion. Okay. Okay. So this was about paper 1, guys. Now let's go for paper 2. As I have said, I went for Bengali. So for Bengali also I did the same thing, ditto, as I did for English paper. So I collected few topics like Robindranath Tripura, Mahakash Gobeshonay Bharat, Kalo Taka o Bharatiyo Orthoniti, Dao Phire Se Aronyo, লহয়ে নগর, জাতীয় সংস্কৃতির প্রতিকৃতি, সাহিত্য জাতীয় সংস্কৃতির প্রতিকৃতি, গণতন্ত্রে বিচার ব্যবস্থার ভূমিকা. So these are some of the topics which are few of the topics are taken directly from our প্রবন্ধ রচনা বই, যেটা আমাদের আমরা মাধ্যমিকে 12-এ যেটা পড়েছি সেটা বই থেকে কালেক্ট করা, and few of the topics are taken from current affairs. Okay, like নারী শক্তি ও বর্তমান ভারত, দেন কাশ্মীর ও ভারত, সমকামিতার আইন স্বীকৃতি, homosexualism. Okay, so these are few of the topics, and then the same thing I went for few Bengali quotations. Sorry. Then few Bengali quotations, and then so I mean এগুলি, এই কোটেশনগুলি যে কোনো ইয়েতে ইউজ করা যাবে, এরকম কিছু কোটেশন কালেক্ট করেছি. And then the same thing, I collected facts and figures for each of the topic. Sorry, everything is at the same place, so I have to search. Okay, যেমন এটা স্বচ্ছ ভারত সুন্দর ভারত, তো দেন ভিন্নক্ষমদের সশক্তিকরণ, ভিন্নক্ষম মিন্স ডিসেবলড, ভূমিকা, প্রতিবন্ধীদের সমস্যা এবং ভিন্নক্ষমদের জীবন, রাষ্ট্রসংঘের ঘোষণা, ভিন্নক্ষমদের সশক্তিকরণে ভারতের ভূমিকা, সুগম্য ভারত অভিযান, লাস্ট উপসংহার. See, in উপসংহার I have used one quotation, জয় 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 হে মানব অভ্যুদয়. ধারা 370 ও কাশ্মীর, মহাত্মা গান্ধীর 150 উদযাপন. So this is it, guys. I don't have much to add here in Bengali portion. Just go for the same strategy as I have explained in English portion. Okay, and this PDF I'll be sharing it with you in my Google Drive, so just see the whole thing and make notes of your own. Okay, প্রযুক্তির অত্যাধিক প্রয়োগ, ভূমিকা, statistics. I have written this in English, but for my own convenience, but you have to write it in Bengali. Okay, let's go for our syllabus again. আচ্ছা, ফর দিস পোর্শন না, ইংলিশ কম্পোজিশন, এটার জন্য বেশি কিছু একটা করার দরকার নেই. বেসিক্যালি দ্য গ্রামাটিক্যাল পোর্শন would be covered from your prelims part. Okay, and for comprehension, this is, ये तो हम सबने स्कूल में किया ही है ना, the passage portion. Okay, so there is nothing much to prepare here. You have to only prepare this Bengali, Kokborok, and alternative English, any one amongst these three. Okay, let's go for one question paper, sample question paper, previous year question paper. So this is language paper 1. See, the first essay is social responsibilities for the care of the aged or waste not, want not. So I went for this social responsibilities for the care of the aged, because I knew few schemes, government schemes, and I was aware of the uh, figures, few of the figures that I could use. So I went for the first option. Then in the second question, how to deal with traffic offenses or no pain no gain. So again here also I went for the first one, how to deal with traffic offenses, because I knew few of the acts, traffic acts and regulations, so I used it. And then report writing, again you would be given two alternative. Then pre writing, yeah, this is paper 1. Then for paper 2, the first section, a passage would be given to you. You have to comprehend and write few answers. Then synonym, antonym, one official letter. Then in section 2, in my case I took Bengali, so 3 options were given for essay writing. বঙ্গদেশের নবজাগরণ ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র বিদ্যাসাগর, পরিবেশ দূষণতার প্রতিকার, যুব সমাজ ও রাজনীতি. So obviously I went for পরিবেশ দূষণতার প্রতিকার because I had prepared few notes on it. Now second is প্রতিবেদন রচনা, any one of the two. And then শিষ্যনাম সহ সারসংক্ষেপ, this is basically like pre writing, শিষ্যনাম সহ সারসংক্ষেপ. And then ইংরেজি থেকে বাংলায় অনুবাদ. This is easy, okay? And if you would go for this alternative English, then I don't have any idea about it, okay? Yeah, so that's it guys. I hope you got some idea about these 2 papers and how to prepare. I would be sharing this PDF with you. And again, this is not comprehensive, this is not comprehensive guys. আমি এটা যেটা প্রিপেয়ার করেছি, this was completely my strategy, right? এটা এক্সস্টিভ নয়, তোমরা যেটাই করো মানে এটাকে রেফার করতে পারো, কিন্তু আরও অনেক কিছু অ্যাড করতে পারো, আরও অনেক বেশি এক্সস্টিভ প্রিপারেশন করা যায়। আমার কাছে সময় অতটা ছিল না, আমি প্রিলিমসের পরেই শুরু করেছিলাম মেন্সের প্রিপারেশনস, তো যার কারণে অতটা সময় দিতে পারিনি এই 2 পেপারে। আর আমি এটাও বলবো যে এই 2 পেপার তো 100 200 মার্কসের, তো ডোন্ট ওয়েস্ট মাচ টাইম অন ইট। আরও বাকি 4টা পেপার যেগুলি আছে যেগুলিতে মাল্টিপল চয়েস কোয়েশ্চেন, শর্ট কোয়েশ্চেন আছে, ওইগুলোর উপরে একটু বেশি জোর দাও, কারণ আফটারঅল ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ পেপারে অতটা মার্কস ভ্যারি করে না। তো মানে হাইয়েস্ট হলেও ধরো না আউট অফ 100 70 দেবে, আর লোয়েস্টও যদি দেয় তাহলে হয়তো 40 বা 45 দেবে। তো there is not much difference between the highest and lowest marks. তো এটাই। I'll see you in my next video. तब तक के लिए goodbye.